You know, having a fuller face is not a flaw. It's often the mark of kindness, a sign of a joyful life. And honestly, at our age, who wouldn't want to keep that cheerful glow? But, and here's the tricky part, the wrong haircut can take that lovely fullness and, well, accidentally put it on the big screen. Not because you're doing anything wrong, but because certain cuts highlight the widest points of your face instead of balancing them. Today, I'm sharing 5 hairstyles that can make your face look even wider, and what you can do instead. Oh, and if you've ever fallen victim to one of these, go ahead and hit subscribe. Not so I can tease you, but so next time I can yell, "Don't cut it," before you walk into the salon. Style 1. The chin-length blunt bob. I still remember walking into the salon with a picture of a French actress. Her jawline bob was sleek, chic, and practically whispered Paris. 2 hours later, I walked out feeling like I'd just stepped off the Champs-Élysées. But the first group photo told another story. My chin looked like it had been underlined with a black marker. The blunt bob at chin length is sneaky. It looks stylish on the hanger, or rather, in the magazine. But in real life, it slices right across the widest part of your face. It's like drawing a horizontal line exactly where you don't want people to look. And if your jawline has softened over the years, that line acts like a highlighter for it. What to do instead? You can still have a bob, just give it a little breathing room. Let it skim your collarbone, or at least drop a couple of inches below your chin. Ask your stylist to angle the ends slightly longer in the front, so the eye follows a graceful downward line. Add a hint of movement, not a full curl, just enough to keep the ends from forming a solid bar. That's the version of the bob that doesn't underline your face. It frames it. And trust me, you'll look at the next group photo and see balance, not bold-faced type. Style 2. The ultra-short tight pixie. The ultra-short pixie is the haircut equivalent of skinny jeans. Fabulous if they fit you perfectly, but merciless if they don't. Go too tight, and suddenly there's nowhere to hide. I once told my stylist, "Cut it short, really short, I want easy." I got easy all right. Shampoo took 10 seconds. But every time I passed a mirror, my cheeks seemed to wave back at me before I did, with nothing to soften the outline. My face looked wider than it actually was. See, the tight pixie removes all your visual cushioning. That soft hair at the sides, gone. Any lift to elongate the face, gone. And with fine or thinning hair, the lack of volume makes that effect louder. The rescue plan? You don't have to ditch pixies, just loosen them up. A slightly longer pixie with some lift at the crown draws the eye upward, adding height. Side-swept bangs or angled pieces around the temples break up the face's outline, making it feel more balanced. Think of it as upgrading from those skin-tight jeans to beautifully tailored trousers. You still look polished, but you can actually breathe, and so can your hairstyle. Style 3. Long, heavy, poker straight hair. Long, poker straight hair can feel like an old friend. It's been with you for decades. It's familiar, it's safe. But sometimes that old friend starts hogging the spotlight. Picture 2 heavy drapes pulled tight on either side of a window. No matter what's outside, the view feels narrow and dim. That's what heavy, straight hair can do to your face. Create 2 vertical walls that close everything in. On thick hair, the weight drags your look downward. On thin hair, it can appear flat and limp, exaggerating the face's shape. Either way, it's like your hair is saying, "Let's hide you," instead of, "Let's showcase you." The solution isn't to chop it all off, unless you want to. Instead, lighten the visual weight. Face framing layers that start above the jawline invite the eye and move in and out, rather than just up and down. A soft wave or bend, even subtle, adds lift and breaks the curtain effect. If you're attached to straight hair, try blow drying with a round brush to curve the ends slightly away from your face. The moment you let some light in, literally and figuratively, you'll see your features open up, and maybe that old friend can stick around, just with better manners. Style 4. Heavy, full bangs. Heavy bangs are like a pair of blackout blinds. They block light, shorten the view, and can make a perfectly good room feel smaller. Except in this case, the room is your face. Years ago, I thought full bangs would be my shortcut to youth. Instead, they became my shortcut to looking like I hadn't left the house in weeks. All that hair, straight across my forehead, pushed attention downward, making my cheeks the main event. The trick with bangs is proportion. If they cover too much, they break the vertical line of your face and make it seem wider. But bangs done right, they're magic. Go for something lighter, wispy bangs, curtain bangs, or side-swept fringe. They let light hit your eyes, elongate your face just enough, and blend with the rest of your hair for a softer look. It's a bit like letting sunlight filter through sheer curtains. You get the shade you want without shutting out the glow. And believe me, your eyes will thank you for it. Style 5. The high, tight ponytail or bun. Ever pulled your hair back into a high, tight ponytail and thought, ah, sleek and stylish. Now, did you notice your face looking just a little more panoramic? When you pull everything straight back with no softness around the edges, you erase your natural frame. Your hairline becomes a hard outline, and your cheeks take center stage. Plus, the constant tension isn't just unflattering, it's tough on your hair health too. So what's the alternative? Lower your ponytail or bun. Keep it loose enough to let a few strands escape around your temples or ears. Those little wisps work like an instant photo filter, softening the edges without hiding your features. You can also add a bit of volume at the crown. It shifts the balance upward, making your face look longer instead of wider. In short, keep the sleekness, skip the squeeze. Your hair and your face will thank you. So there you have it, 5 hairstyles that can quietly work against you if you have a fuller face. Not because your face is something to hide, far from it. A fuller face often means you smile bigger, laugh louder, and carry a certain softness that the world needs more of. But the wrong haircut can throw those lovely qualities out of balance. A chin-length blunt bob that frames the widest part, a pixie so short it leaves nothing to soften your features. Long, heavy hair that closes you in, bangs thick enough to block the sun, or an updo pulled so tight it feels like a facelift you didn't order. The good news? Every single one of these face-widening cuts has an easy, flattering alternative. A few extra inches here, some soft layers there, a strand or two left loose, small changes that make a big difference. Think of your hairstyle as the setting for a beautiful gemstone. The right setting doesn't compete with the gem, it lets it sparkle. And in this story, you are the gem. If you've ever fallen into one of these hair traps, don't worry, we've all been there. Just consider this your friendly nudge in the right direction. Now, if you want to make sure your next salon visit is a glow-up and not a "why did I do that" moment, hit subscribe. Not because I'm bossy, but because I want to be that voice in your ear saying, let's choose the cut that loves your face back.